Charlie's Angels.
Guys, kick it off?
Yep. Shadasia, first and foremost, I want to congratulate you on becoming world champion last time around in Madison Square Garden. Talk to us about how it feels to be fighting here once again, right? And what you plan on doing moving forward.
It feels great. Madison Square Garden is an amazing place, not too, long from home, and I feel like I'll have the support from my hometown to be sharing the card with the Bomb. Of course, she's very entertaining. I'm really excited to put on a performance.
And 2 weeks ago, Clarissa Shields and Franchon Cruz duked it out, in Detroit, Michigan. Nikisa mentioned that he would love for you to fight against Clarissa Shields, and he sees you very favorable playing out in that fight. Talk to us without obviously overlooking your opponent that you have at hand, why you will come out victorious and why you would favor that fight.
Well, to reiterate, never to overlook an opponent. That's a step towards that fight. And I think that skills pay the bills. Clarissa Shields is obviously a great fighter, but when you're standing across Shadasia Green with 11 KOs and the threat, it makes for a really good fight.
She's dangerous, is what she's saying.
Pretty much.
She's dangerous.
Alycia, you're one of the biggest personalities in all of boxing. Do you see yourself as being the face of women's boxing?
Baby, I am the face of women's boxing. You said it first. Yes, absolutely. When we think about boxing, we think about boxing as a whole and what I bring. This is entertainment. We want to sell tickets. We want people to be excited to watch women fight. And one thing about Alycia Baumgardner, she sets the stage. I bring the poise, the presence, and baby, we always make the show.
Speaking about being the face of boxing, MVP has had you in a co-main event. You'll be main event at Madison Square Garden. You fought at Madison Square Garden. You'll be fighting on ESPN. Talk to us about all those things that they have in line for you as the face of boxing.
Let's talk about it. Because one thing about it, MVP has done an amazing job when it comes to Alycia Baumgardner. The fact that I fought twice last year on Netflix was big. It was huge. It set the stage. Again, 2026, it continues. Main event here in New York City at the theater. This is where I became undisputed. This is nothing new. This is my second main event fight, and I'm looking forward to having an amazing performance against a tough opponent. This is somebody that I wanted. This is somebody that I chose because she's coming to fight. But baby, I'm bringing the fight. So that's the difference. The Bomb is back, been better. Can't wait. Hooks and looks. April 17th, baby. Let's go.
Stephanie, you have your homecoming fight as the reigning WBA world champion in El Paso, Texas. Talk to us about how exciting that is and what that means to you fighting in your hometown.
I'm so excited. I am a police officer in the city of El Paso, so I grew up there, and to serve the community, to grow up in a place where I love, and now to have an amazing fight fighting Holly again, the legend. She's from Albuquerque, which is about 3-4 hours away from El Paso, Texas. So I know that this fight is going to be just huge in the Southwest. I'm a border city. I border Mexico, New Mexico, and I'm from Texas. So it's just going to be a great fight for the region.
Alycia, how is the ACL and what adjustments are you making to make sure that it doesn't bother you again?
Listen, the ACL is strong, baby. You see it. That right leg gonna have, the right leg sets up the right hand. Yes, that was, a moment in my career that I had to take time to recover. It was never a setback. It was something that made me stronger. And as an athlete, as someone who's been an athlete since the age of 5, baby, the foundation has been set. And so we continue to push forward and make sure that I do my best each and every time.
Alycia, what can you tell us about your next opponent? What fans can expect from this match?
One more time.
What can you tell us about your opponent and what can fans expect for this match?
What I can tell you about my next opponent, this is a great fighter. Her name is Bo. Nothing to take away from her. She has fought Delphine. She has fought Caroline. She is coming to fight, but most importantly, she is another Korean woman. To my Blasians, to my Asians, this is an opportunity to cross over for my Korean fans. It's my grandma's birthday, so this is a perfect dedication fight for her. And it's going to be an amazing show. You're going to see levels. There's one thing about myself that sets me apart is the level, the skill set, and that's what I love the most. When you see me, you don't see gender. You see a fighter. You see a champion. And that's what we're bringing April 17th.
Alycia, wait, we got one here.
The best
Excuse me, sir.
Excuse
One
me.
second.
One over here. Go ahead. First,
All right, James from the Boxing Source, question for Shadasia. You had this upcoming fight against Lanny Daniels here, and we talked about that potential fight with Alycia Shields. But as we had conversations, also Michigan is undisputed. So if things don't necessarily work out, with the Alycia Shields fight later this year, then would that be the next step?
Absolutely. You talking about Franchon Cruz, right?
Correct.
It's been said that I haven't ever wanted that fight. That's not true. Business-wise, it needs to make sense. You're not in just the throwing fights, just to throw them. But
right.
my goal is to be undisputed, and I'm 2 belts away. And she caught me on a bad day, so that's another fight in the future I would love too. Like I said, I want all the biggest possible challenges so that you guys can see parts of me that you haven't seen already.
Go ahead, sir.
Go.
Oh yes, so Alycia, you're always well dressed, looking good. I mean, you're like a supermodel. Whenever I come to your press conferences, I'm thinking I'm coming to some kind of a fashion show. Tell us about the wardrobe. Who's behind that? How do you put that together for these performances and press conferences?
Yes, when we're talking about being the face of boxing and setting a standard, I'm showing the duality of being a beast and a beauty, and that those two come together, and I don't have to choose both. To be a woman, to be in my femininity is something that I love to do, but also to be in the ring, to be a beast and defend my world titles. This is what you get every time, and it only gets better from here. And so it's just an influence to show women that you can be whoever you want in your own skin. Be confident. Love the way you look, and one thing about it, I'm just going to keep doing what I've been doing.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's the last question, guys.
If you guys don't mind, going down the line, could you pick the winner of Ronda, Gina, and how? Start with you.
Ronda. Okay, I love that fight. I'm gonna have to go with Ronda. This is another woman figure that I was able to watch be amazing, right? And so all I see is a Ronda. That's it. So I'm going with Ronda.
I say Ronda Rousey's going to win by submission.
Ronda.
Submission, knockout, decision?
Maybe decision.
Shadasia,
Thank you,
one
everyone.
question for you.
That's the last question.
When that Clarissa Shields fight does happen, I asked Nikisa this question. Would you be down to fight her for a 12-rounder? 3-minute 12-rounder? Being that it's one of the biggest women's boxing fights right now after, Amanda Taylor?
Anything is possible. I think Amanda Taylor went 10-3 or...
No, they only went 2-minute rounds.
Okay.
And so what we said, Shadasia, was it's up to you and Clarissa, right? If you guys want to go 12 rounds, then we will work with the sanctioning bodies to try to make it happen.
We can put the 12 rounds in effect, but will it go 12 rounds?
Good question.
Mic drop.
That's the question.